Thank you for joining us today. Before we begin, I want to remind you that on September 7th, Finding Hope presents Run for Hope, formerly our sobriety sprint. This event will be both in person and virtual. This is a family-friendly event to honor those we have lost and spread hope to our communities. You can learn more at runforhoperace.com and to register, honor your loved one, and to sponsor. But today I'm sitting back down with Miss Darcie Stevens. How are you doing, Darcie?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. How's the summer going with your kids?
I'm busy.
Yes, you think summer would come that it would slow down. It slowed down a little bit for me, but
Yeah, no, not for us. It's
You're
like
still-
go.
still go.
My calendar rules my life, or
But-
their life.
At least we don't have to get them up super early.
Yes, this is true.
Unless they have like camps that day or something else going on, right?
Yeah.
So, well, Darcie, I asked you to come on here because we're about to have our Run for Hope. And I just want to kind of talk to our listeners today about that. And you've mentioned it maybe on this podcast before. This is one of your favorite events that we do.
Yes.
And so I just want you to tell us, why is this one of your favorite events we do?
So I've been a part of the sobriety sprint now, Run for Hope, since 2019.
Okay.
We started going to it, just my husband and I, to celebrate him and his recovery. And that first year, I also got to honor my mom. But each year since then, the impact for myself and my healing and my journey and honoring my mom is just something so special. And last year, our whole family was there, and my kids don't remember my mom. Well, none of them were born except Isaiah, so they only hear stories about her, but it was good for them to see how as a family we can honor her and come together and support those other family members who have lost somebody, and then those that are in recovery as well.
So let's step back and tell our listeners a little bit about how we honor those,
Yes.
right? And so we want to make sure everyone, if you're listening and you have lost someone, I've even got the call, like they struggled with addiction, they were in recovery, and then they passed away. Can we still honor them? The answer is yes. We want to honor all of those.
Yes.
And so make sure if you have someone that you get it registered by August 1st, because we want to make sure. So we do a 1 mile, right?
Yes.
And we have this 1 mile. We also do a 1 mile walk, or you can run the 1 mile. I'd be walking. But we do a 1 mile, and that's the Memorial Mile, right?
Yes.
And last year we had 75 beautiful pictures. And it's just, that's what this race is about.
Yeah.
It's about those that they might be gone, but they're not forgotten.
Right.
And they're more than, if their disease did take them, they're more than their disease.
Yes.
And we don't want people to remember them by their overdose or any of that. We want them to be remembered by who they were,
Yes.
right? Who God
Yes.
created them to be. So like I said, last year we had 75, and we also did something else special.
Yes,
What did we
I
do?
love that. So when you register your loved one that you're honoring, there's opportunity to say how many family members you were going to have there, and each of those family members got a button to wear, and that was so special because my whole family, oh my gosh, I might cry. My whole family got to wear a button to honor my mom.
Yeah, so we could really know those families.
Yes.
And just be able to go up and say, tell me a story. I just talked to someone last week, or this week, we're still in 1 week, and she had registered for one of our Hope After Loss meetings. And we know Hope After Loss is a grief support group for those who have lost someone to the impact. And you could just hear the heartbreak.
Yes.
It'd been just about 2 or 3 months since she had lost her friend. And I said, share a fun memory, and that's what it is. It's, don't like shy away from people. Go up and ask them, tell us a funny story. That's what this is about. This last year, before the race even kicked off, we honored and said every single name. We took the time, whether we have 75 this year or 150, we are going to make sure that we honor each person that in that mile.
Yeah, and that was special to my family because Annabelle's our youngest, and she was just waiting for her Nana's name to be called, and she got so emotional, even though she never met my mom, but she's heard stories about her, and just to hear her Nana's name called, it was very special to her.
Oh, that means a lot to me because I really wanted to add that last year.
Yes.
You know, sometimes people will do like 90 minutes or however many, but I was like, no, I want these families to hear their loved ones' names. So thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
We have a time to honor, but you also said we celebrate recovery.
Yes.
So tell us more about that.
So celebrating those who are actively in recovery, whether that's day 1 or year 11, you know, just to come out and have a good time and celebrate them and the hard work that they put in every day. We do that to celebrate my husband. So this year he'll be almost 2 years sober at the race, God willing, and it's just a great time to celebrate him and celebrate where he is in his recovery and as well as a family.
And I'm so glad you mentioned the family because this is for Finding Hope and Hope After Loss. This is a way to celebrate hope.
Yes.
You know, and bring this awareness to the community. I think it's important to let the community know, like, let's break the stigma of addiction. Let's tell them there's places for the family members too, right?
Yes.
Like we want to support those family members who love someone. Just God recently, as I see people on the street walking and you can tell they're high or intoxicated, like God, every time I see it, I pray for that person and their family.
Yes.
And so, you know, this is just going to help bring that awareness and break that stigma and take that shame away. Like, let's come together as a community and celebrate.
Yes.
And celebrate the hope,
yes,
you know, that
absolutely.
we have and that we have found. And so we do that. My question is though, Darcie, do we have to be a runner to come?
Absolutely not.
So I've actually trained for 2 of these races. One, unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. I had a funeral ended up having to go that day. But the other one I did, and my daughter ran it with me. And I said, I am not stopping. And then I stopped because of her. But, you know, it was a good challenge.
Yes.
So it's not too late to get trained.
Right.
If you want to do the 5K, and I see people all the time walking the 5K and the 1 mile. Last year we added the 1 mile in.
Yes.
And so that's an option as well. But we have it in 3 locations.
Yeah.
We have it in Oklahoma City, Weatherford, Oklahoma, and Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes.
But what if we don't live there?
There's an option to sign up virtual as well.
Absolutely. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to let's bring more virtual.
Yes.
If you've lost someone, sign up virtually. Like get your church behind you, get your family, walk it virtually that same day.
Yeah.
If you get signed up by August 1st, we will be shipping out the shirts and the medals and all the things, but we just need them signed up by August 1st so that they can have it. But we want this. And something we're adding this year that we haven't done in the past is we're adding what we're calling teams. And if you've done races before or different events like this, you probably know about teams.
Right.
And so what this is my vision is these are Finding Hope groups. So this is the Finding Hope podcast. I can see our Finding Hope groups that are in Washington or Idaho or North Carolina or, you know, all over. You know, we don't have an in-person race, right? But let's get these groups together and create a team.
Yes.
And so let's create a team. This is our biggest fundraiser for the year. This is what helps us finish the year out strong, but also pushes us getting ready for 2025.
Right.
And so these teams can help us also raise the money.
Yeah.
And so let's talk a little bit about that. So we have these teams raising money, but we also need amazing sponsors.
Yes.
Because our support groups, they are free. Like it doesn't cost anyone anything to come to the meetings. We want them there. These are free support. We know this ministry is growing. Yes. So if you have been impacted by this podcast, right? This podcast isn't free to do. We have a whole team behind us right now, you know, doing the video and all of that. And, or you're part of a group, it's not free. But if you have been impacted by any means, we would love for you to create a team, maybe.
Yes.
Or even better yet, sponsor. Maybe get your company to get behind it, sponsor it. We need lots of sponsors to make this a success,
Yes.
the race of success, but also to continue to grow this ministry to where God is calling it. And you and I and our team has had lots of conversations about already 2025 and what's coming next year and buckling down and like all the things that we can see where God is moving this ministry. So we need sponsors.
Yes.
And so again, you can go on to runforhoperace.com to sponsor, reach out, any little bit. Maybe you want to be one of our title sponsors, right? That would be amazing. We need some title sponsors, but we want people to know about that as well. So we've talked about what the race is, what we do, honoring those they love. We've talked about the teams. We've talked about sponsorship. And one thing I added last year too, as Finding Hope has taken this over, is to make it more family friendly.
Yes.
So if we do have an in-person race, one of those 3 locations, how are we making it family friendly?
There's bounce houses for the kids. There will be food trucks. And I know Annabelle, last year she was 8 and she loved it. She wanted to be in the bounce house the whole time. Yes. And I think there'll be face painting in Weatherford as well.
Yes. I think some of our locations, we really are trying to get some face painting, and it just depends on the location and the rules and all of that.
Right.
So, but yes, we want your families there. We also added kid-sized t-shirts last year.
Oh, yes. Oh, Annabelle was so excited about that.
That was something I was really passionate about because my kids never could wear the t-shirts until they became young adults, that they're not preteens. We'll say that, teens.
Yes.
And so I'm real excited but we need them registered because, last year we had lots of leftover shirts, so we really are trying to cut down. Yes. So make sure you register. Register today.
Yes.
Get in there, make a commitment, form that team.
Yeah.
Also, be sure to get your loved one, honor them, get their picture to us so that we can honor and remember those.
Yes.
Anything else or any other thoughts?
It's just a really great day. It's emotional, but it's also, it helps me continue in my healing journey, and just a great time to come together with my family and my coworkers and my other people who get what we're going through.
So one thing that stood out to me last year is we had a former Hope is Alive resident who she passed away from a freak accident, and probably about a month before this race. And I will never forget her nephew carrying his aunt's picture across that finish line. And just, again, like those memories, it just goes to show like what this race is about. It's not about me. It's not about you.
Right.
It's about these loved ones that we can honor in the hope that this family continues to find they're still plugged in to hope or finding hope and do all that they can. Which one of your big aha takeaways? I mean, I know you've talked about some of it.
From the races, just like I didn't realize how healing it would be to honor my mom. And so if you're struggling with whether or not you should, or you're still hiding behind that shame of it, do it. The healing that will come from honoring them and remembering who they were, not defined by their disease, but who they were as a person.
That's good. That's good. So we're going to wrap this up. And I'm still going to leave with a challenge because that's what we do on all the podcasts. So my challenge today is to get signed up. Like no matter if you live, we actually have some Finding Hope members down in Mexico. We have one in UK, in the, England and United Kingdom. We have one all over the world. Sign up. Let's spread this hope across the United States. So log on. This is my challenge, to log on to runforhoperace.com. Sign up to run or walk the 5K or the 1 mile, as well as we would love for you to sign up as a team and become a sponsor. But most importantly, be sure to honor those. If you have lost someone, please log on to honor that person. We would love to.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us this week. You can learn more about Finding Hope and Hope After Loss at FindingHope.Today. But before you go, I would love for you to give us a 5-star review, share this on social media, and be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss our next hope-filled episode. Thanks again for joining me, Amy LaRue, and Miss Darcie Stevens on this episode of Finding Hope. And remember, you are not alone, it's not your fault, and there is hope.